it's so warm. It is so warm. I've even got the window open. The window's just there and it's open and it's... Oh, I need a desk fan. Anyway. Welcome back to the Yorkshire Modeller. We are now on to issue 20 of Hachette's Battleship Bismarck. So before we get started with issue 20, I just want to say thank you to everybody. I had an email this morning from YouTube saying that I passed 100 subscribers, which I didn't... there are no words. So yeah, I just want to say thank you to everybody for subscribing, for following the build. Thank you for that. So with issue 20, we get the next section of the keel. We get 2 connectors for it to attach it to the parts we've already had. And then a bag of, I think these are PB screws. Let me just check the instructions. Sorry, PM screws, these ones. So what I'm going to do, I'll get the camera reset up and then we'll go through everything we get with this issue and exactly what we're doing. So with issue 20, you're going to need the part of the keel that you built a few issues back. And what we're going to do, I'll move this out of the way of the camera. So if you hold it this way around so that the kind of centerpiece, the triangular piece, the smaller end is facing away from you, and then bring this part up so the 2 holes that sit there and there just go straight in those 2 holes there, and then that little pin plug part just sits in there. So I've already opened up the screw box, bag of screws, sorry, and I've got my screw box off to the side. So take the hull assembly 13.1 and 15.1, last done in issue 15. Check the fit of the hull section 20.1. 2 screw sockets on the edge of the hull fit into the tabs with screws on the right. So you can see that they line up pretty well actually. You will need 2 PM screws for the next step. Fix the hull section 20.1 into 13.1 as shown using 2 PM screws. Note the uneven surface between the sections of the hull will disappear once the screws are fully tightened, because that bit that's the bit that we've got in this issue just here. That bit doesn't quite line up properly with what we've got, so it's not totally flush. But as soon as we screw these in, it should get everything nice and level and nice and tight. Right, that's in. And then that one's in as well. And now it's perfectly smooth all the way around. So that's the actual hull part attached that we've got this week for the keel. So now what you need to do is bring in the bow assembly and take the bow hull assembly and stands from issue 11, stand the bow section on the support stands, place 2 connectors that we get in this week's issue. So you get 20.2, which is that one, and 20.3, which is this one. Let's have a look. Have 4 PM screws ready, which obviously we've got them all there ready to go. Fit the forward hole of the port connector 20.2 onto this side. So 20.2 goes on this side. So if you're looking straight at the bow there, 20.2 goes on your left hand side. So if I just get that all set up, bring this in so you can see what I'm doing without destroying it in the process. Bring that around so you can see there. So obviously now I'm doing it in reverse, so the part I'm doing is on my right hand side. And fix in place with a PM screw, repeat the starboard connector in place. So just pop that on there like that. screw in, screw down. So that's that first part done. And then we do the same thing with the other connector. So there's like a little, on these two connectors, I don't know whether you can make it out on camera. Yeah, you kind of can. On one edge, it's kind of like it's been flattened off and smoothed. That edge goes as if you're going up the keel, up the hull on this, on whichever side you're attaching them to. So that's that one in and attached. That's that one in and attached. Then position the hull completed in step 3 against the bow hull assembly. So obviously this is the bow hull assembly, the bit that we've done so far. And then this is the part that we've done in steps up to step 3. And then fix the two connectors, 20.2 and 20.3, onto the hull sections using 2 PM screws as shown. So if I move these over here, if we line that up underneath, make sure I get this all lined up properly. There we go, that's in. So that one's screwed in nice and tight. And then do the same thing with the other one. That one's all in nice and tight as well. Just make sure that first one is as tight as it'll go. That's brilliant. Pop that in my PM screw pot. And that is issue 20, all built up. So if I just move this out, so God, this is getting heavy now. It is starting to weigh a little bit, but you can see there, coming along quite well now. And once we've got the next two kind of parts that go along the actual side of the hull here, and we've got the deck fitted on, this is going to look absolutely brilliant. Anyway, that's issue 20 all sorted. Issue 21, we get the next section of the deck. We get the first bit of the superstructure, which I'm really looking forward to now I know it's coming, and then some plant-on bits for the deck. I'm not sure whether these plant-on bits are for this bit of decking that we get next week. I think that bit will go on top of there, or whether it's for the deck that we did last week or the deck that we did, because there's still a couple of bits that are missing from underneath that forward gun. But we'll find out next week. Bit of an aside, last Friday, the 28th of June, was my 30th birthday. So me and the wife just disappeared off to Alnwick for the weekend up in Northumberland. Just for, you know, a birthday weekend away. While I was there, I had a message from a guy who I've mentioned before on the channel, Martin Thompson, who said, look, I want to send you something. Can I just get your address? So I gave him the work address. And he sent whatever it was over to me. Now, Martin, I've mentioned before, he's the chap that recommended the Anatomy of the Ship, the Battleship Bismarck book, hardback, which I've been using quite a lot to try and make sure that the paint scheme, the red on top of the gun turret, the swastika, all that is kind of as historically accurate as I can get it. So I was away and I had a message from work saying, there's a parcel here for you. Now, I totally forgot that Martin had asked for my address and that he'd ordered me something. And I thought it was the next model build that I'm going to do. Got back, went into work and said, oh, I've come to pick that parcel. Picked the parcel up yesterday. And I looked at these that Martin's, and it was what Martin had ordered me. It wasn't the magazine. What he's ordered, I don't know where he's got them from. So please, Martin, if you're watching this video, put it in the comments because other people might want them. He's ordered me 2 of the planes from Sink the Bismarck. So there's the Arado 196, which were built like in issue 2 or 3. But these are weighty. These are weighty planes. The detail on them is incredible as well. And then there's also a fairy swordfish, which is just there. Now, both of these have got, well, you can put them kind of on your table like that if you want, but they have also got stands. So what I'll be doing, hopefully I'll be getting, I'm leaving these in the polystyrene until I've got this sorted, but hopefully I'll be getting a shelf to go here so I can pop them on the wall, and then they're always there looking at us while I'm filming the videos. I have moved everything around, moved the setup around a little bit just so we can get more of this geekiness in, and also so the light's a bit more, you know, even than it was before. So yeah, that was a massive surprise. Like I said earlier on as well, I got the email from YouTube earlier on saying I'd passed 100 subscribers, so thank you to everybody for subscribing. I was shocked when I got 10 subscribers, and I'm now up to 100. I'm just, thank you. So yeah, thank you for everything. It's not a bat. That can't be a bat. It's too early. I live in Whitby. Anything's possible. So yeah, issue 21 of Battleship Bismarck will be out next Thursday. We'll be doing the superstructure and plant on details for it. The second build, I had the email nearly 2 weeks ago saying allowed 2 weeks, so it should be here by Friday this week. I'm off work now for 4 days, so if I get the message from work saying that it's arrived, I'll run down, get it, come back, record a video, and I'll upload as soon as I can. Everybody, please remember to like, share, and subscribe. It does, you know, it's fantastic to see the subscriber numbers as they are now. It's only 100. I know there's people out there with millions, but it means an awful lot to me. It really does. So yeah, stay tuned to the Yorkshire Modeller for more model building, for more geeky stuff, because that's coming as well. What if, I'm starting to write a what if series for Game of Thrones. I know some of you might not be Game of Thrones fans, but it's something that I want to do. I'd like to be able to just, you know, have this channel as like an extension of me. I'm a geek, I always have been. I mean, I've got autographs, I've got little Doctor Who miniatures that I've hand painted. You know, just, I'm a geek, I always have been. And I always will be. Stay. So yeah, remember to like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video of Battleship Bismarck next Thursday, and hopefully I might even see you before then for the next geekiness on the channel. So stay tuned for that, but until then, happy modelling, guys.